Welcome back, everybody. So I just figured out how, after pondering yesterday, day 2 working on the metal, the framing and whatnot, and all the grinding that I had to do, or should have to do, because I need a grinding wheel wrench. I actually got that, purchased that, and realized it's costing me a lot of time and quality having to get these grinded down so much. So I was thinking, and I found out the trick to saving yourself a lot of time and effort, spending a lot of energy just trying to get the stuff done. And guess what the solution is? You pay for it. So I went and bought a Hercules bandsaw stand. I did some reviews of it, and I didn't do the reviews. I watched some reviews of it, and it seemed to be pretty good. A lot better than my method over here, trying to cut these things and make them straight. So all the angles should be good. Daggone, they're perfect. And it'll knock some of the grinding out. Just go straight into welding, squaring things up. And then hopefully that'll save me a lot of time, and we start making some real progress on this project. So, just want to give you an update on that, and we'll go ahead and put that guy together and get started again. We're running out of time. I go back to work Sunday, so everything after that's going to have to be after I get off of work. Spend hours here, hours there, and try to get this thing done. Get her ready. All right, stay tuned, guys. Okay, let's try this again. I've got the new bandsaw stand. That's going to help tremendously on making better cuts, so cut out a lot of grinding time on this project and make sure that everything's made up real good in the corners so I can get a good weld. So what I want to do is, for the purposes of the weight of the truck, and not going with the gross weight and all that, I want to weigh one of these pieces of metal just so I can get a roundabout idea of how much weight I'm putting on the back of the truck. One piece, 8 feet long, 3/16 thick wall. Put your guesses in the comments and see how much you think one piece weighs. So let's find out. Okay, I got one piece standing up here. I have not weighed any of them yet, I promise you that. So, just wait. I don't know what you're guessing. I'm guessing just by picking them up, I had to move 70 pieces one day, one trip at a time. I'm guessing 45 to 50 pounds a piece. So, let's see what one of these weighs. Wake this guy up. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, zeroed out. I mean, I can curl it, so 45 to 50 pounds is what my guess is. Okay, 32 pounds. That's actually better. I'm glad it's not 40 or 50 pounds, because it's still going to be a lot of weight on that truck. I mean, it should be fine to handle that much. So I'll be cutting some off of each one of them. That was 32 pounds per. So let's go ahead and call them 30 pounds in the end, even if it's still over. I like to overestimate within whenever I'm dealing with like weight or like money. I overestimate what it costs, and if it's cheaper than that, hey, that's more money I got. If it's less weight than I thought, great. We're still within the boundaries of what that truck can handle. All right, 30 pounds. We're calling each piece 30 pounds. Nice. Let's get this thing unboxed, put together. There are other videos of guys putting these together. Excuse me. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'll save you the hassle of watching me deal with this thing. I'll go ahead and adjust the blades up, and I'll tell you something about that, because that's pretty important with these little devices. All right, stand by. All right, we got her all assembled. The bandsaw is mounted into the bracket, into the stand. Seems to be pretty cool. I mean, this thing was finicky getting everything lined out, but once you get past that, it's pretty awesome. It's not too bad. But in the end, let's see how it cuts. If the angle's going to be better, it's got to be better than what I've been doing. But okay, we got it ready to go. This is going to make a lot more progress for us. Hopefully these next videos will be going, you're going to see a lot more stuff getting done rather than just me jibber-jabbering and trying to figure things out. I said before in the previous video that a lot of getting started is, you know, getting your routine down, getting your equipment right, the process of how you're going to build it. And once you get all that down, it's going to start going a lot quicker. So that's the goal. Get some more stuff going here and pumping up some videos to where you actually want to see progress. I want to see that too. So enough jibber jabbering, and let's close it out on this one right here and see what else we can do, guys. All right, let's start fixing these ends up. Got her set to 45 degree. See how accurate it's going to be now. Hopefully the saw don't go flying out of the brace. Here's all we cut off of that to try to make that angle better. You can see that it's probably hot. You can see how far it was off, the thickness of that. That's a straighter cut compared to what I did with the just manually. See how thin it is on that side and how thick it is on that side. So that's a much better angle. Let's go ahead and cut the rest of them, and we'll come back when they're all done and show you guys if it does any better about matching up with a better angle. Stay tuned. Okay, I got everything recut. Looks much better. But for some reason, some look good. Better than others. And this guy's got more of a gap out on the end. I don't understand it. I put a square all the way around this thing. Everything's perfectly square as far as, I mean, the big square too, the big blue one. Measured it from corner to corner, 127.5 each direction. I don't get that unless the saw is coming out of adjustment on the last cut or two. But much better than what I did by hand. I mean, I could fill those up. That's not a problem. It just aggravates me that sitting there fighting with it, trying to get it all perfect square, and then a little gap makes me mad. But I guess the main thing is if it's square, I can weld it a lot better. It holds up. Let's tack it up and see what happens. See you in a minute, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I might get mad, start slinging stuff, and call it twits. For today, anyway. We ain't giving up though. Keep on pressing. This thing is doing fantastic. Love it. See, got some better lighting. All of the lights have been replaced with LEDs now. What you doing, babe? You gonna help? You gonna help? Little Prince. All right. Another thing, if you're gonna buy one of these welders, the Vulcan from Harbor Freight, I don't know if it was meant to be like that, but they suggested I run a .035 wire in size. You got a .030 also. So I bought the .035 wire, which does not come with them now. And they come with 3 extra tips. Every one of them are .030. Go ahead and pick you up a pack of these, well, the right size you need for whatever you're using. I got a whole pack of .035. That should make the welding a little smoother. Going pretty good so far. Had to move this wall out of the way. I'm going to finish up the welds on this side. I already got them on the other side. Still got to grind them down, pretty them up. I've been cleaning up the welding surface. Angles are a lot better than using this guy since I started using this guy. but I'm still not convinced that it's exactly 45-degree angle. So I bought this little angle finder from Harbor Freight also. I've already got it preset to 45 degrees. We're going to see how accurate the table fence is. See, because that line is pretty thick on that 45-degree angle. So I've already squared the blade up with the table, with the whatchamajigger there. So let's see how close we are. You guys probably can't see that. Yeah, see, that's still off. See if we can get that more accurate. Okay, yep, that's what it is. That's like, I know it's $44.95, but that's a hair. And it's going back to 45 degree. Okay, so on this table, you want to be on this side of the line. Not dead on it or on that side. You want to be on this side of that line. Your fence should be looking like that. That's daggone near a perfect 45 degree. So we'll get better angles on those for the welds and be able to square it up a lot better, which I've run that big blue square. Okay, I put that blue square on all four corners, and I measured from corner to corner on all sides to make sure that the measurement was exact. So it has to be square or close to it. It doesn't have to be exact, as long as it's, you know, close enough to where when I start siding this thing, it's going to be good. And I'm opting to do a regular house door, because these guys, when they build these boxes, they get these little camper doors, and they're so thin. I'm like, what if you could so I'm going to have probably close to a 100-gallon water tank in there. What if it busts or something happens to it? You got to replace it. It's not coming out. You're going to destroy the whole habitat to get it out. Washer dryer. You got a full-size fridge. You know, just got to watch what you're going to have inside your truck and how you're going to go about repairing things if you're going to go with one of them little camper doors. I don't care. It takes up a little more room, but I'll be able to haul a queen-size mattress through that door whenever I go install it. So, next on the agenda, I got to make the door facings, the vertical braces of on that wall where it's going to go. So, that wall is going to go in here. This is should be square, factory square from whenever they built the truck. So that's going to butt up in here. All this is going to be removed. So I need to go from here to in here. I'm cutting these out and putting a porch here that's going to be pulling out. So the door is going to be through here somewhere. So I need to measure from outside of this wall to the inside of that door. I'm going to allow for 2x4s on each side so I can shim it up, you know, make sure it's good and flush when it closes and opens and all that. So, I'm going to measure from here to here, see where the next beam's going to go, and again on this side of the porch, well, wherever, I think it's 36-inch door, wherever that ends at, so, and it's going to open outward. So, let's measure for that and see where we're going to put our beams at. Let's go ahead and cut them, weld them in place. First, I'll flip that over and finish the other welds on that wall. All right, stick around. You may also notice I have a long sleeve shirt on this time. Last time, I welded with a short sleeve and got some welder burns on my arms there. Like a really nasty sunburn. I didn't like it. So we're not doing that again. A buddy of mine at work is supposed to be letting me get some leathers off of him for welding. I know you're watching this, Miller. Let's see what we got here. Shoot up here. Fire in the hole. You see my ugly weld? I And it's melted in good. It's getting better. It does make a big difference with the right size tip on there. Wire seems to be going a lot smoother. We'll do the other corners now. But stay tuned. Okay. All the corners are welded up. Once I get done with the wall, I will grind off my ground clamp thing to put on there, because this clamp just will not reach across those 2-inch beams. Alright, let's go out here and see how far we're going to go back with the door. With the door. Where's that door going to be? This is going to be fun. Okay. She's got to look at me while I'm doing it. Okay. From this wall, I'm thinking, and that's a 2-inch thick beam. So 15 inches. We'll go to the inside. So 16. Put us right on the edge. I'm going 15 because I'm going to leave a gap in there for the 2x4 for the door facing. So 15 inches over is where we're putting the first one at. Then I'll just measure out the 38 inches because the 2x4 on the other side to do the next one from that beam. So 15 inches. This is going to be the front. This is going to be the front. This is going to be the back. Toward the back. So 15 inches from here to there. Put us a, which I got to measure the length in between there. Oh, I took all that time to set up this bandsaw for a 45-degree angle. Yeah, now we got to cut 90s. Go figure. It's alright. We'll be switching back and forth the whole time on this project. So, alright, let's cut some metal. Stay tuned. Yes, sir. Trim my hair off that. No pressure. Perfect. Perfect. Tack that up. I'm gonna have to push down on the floors uneven out there. Okay. Let's get the welding. Alright. One wall complete. Got the door opening roughed in there. Welded up. So there's a 36-inch door, and because it doesn't have a frame on it, it's like a little under 36. It'll go in a 36 opening with 1/2 inch to spare. It's like 35.5. So I'm gonna have 2x4s on each side. So there's another 3 inches. So I made the rough opening 39 inches total. That gives me a 1/2 inch on each side to play with shimming the door up and getting it right. I was gonna do a cross beam for the top of the door in the middle, but to save weight, I can do that with the 2x4s. And that's still gonna be plenty sturdy. And I'm probably going to have one going right across the middle here. For when I put the siding on, it won't flex. So it's going to be 1/2 inch plywood. I think it's going to use plywood. That way it's going to be good and solid, you know. Plus the Raptor liner is going to be over top of that. You won't even know it's plywood. It's going to be nice and sturdy. So to reduce weight, I ain't going to slap so much metal in all of them just to make a solid wall. It doesn't need that. So another whole big pile of metal to go. One wall complete. I got to cut off that ground clamp. But anyway, we're making progress. Stick around, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this video up so you guys see where we're at. I'm, what, 11, 12 days into it. So I'll go and put this video up and let you see where we're at so far. The dogs are done for the day. I'm done for the day. Go inside. Come on, let's go inside. Come on, let's go inside. Let's go. Everybody's happy. Let's go in the house. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. Peace out.